Salute, man. Thank y'all for coming through, man, for another sports drop. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, also hit the notification bell. Today's sports drop we'll be talking about is Philly and Milwaukee Bucks, man. Two teams that you know each year to be one of the top to two of the top teams in the Eastern Conference, but this year they starting out pretty slow with a lot of adversity. So we're going to see if they can make it through this adversity. Both teams have veteran coaches who are pretty good coaches. So we'll see if they're going to be able to get their team through this adversity and make it through it. Because now you got, I think Philly is 1-4, and Milwaukee 1-5. So it's a lot of things going on that they probably need to just change around a little bit. But Philly, on the other hand, you got Embiid out. You got Paul George out with injury, so you only really got Maxey trying to hold it down. And Maxey alone is not going to be able to keep this team at the top and what have you. He's a really good player, but you're going to need more than just Maxey if you want to be able to be a contender and what have you. And Embiid, this last situation that he just occurred with him, we don't know if they're going to add more games to him or whatsoever, or going to add any suspension where he's going to have to sit out additional games or what have you. Even though I think he's out due to injury, but we're going to see because it just happened, so it's not been any word of a suspension or any games, and we really don't have the full details of what occurred. Just hearsay and what have you. As far as Milwaukee Bucks really is not dealing with injuries. I think only person really out is Middleton, which is one of their key players, But at the same time, they have enough to win. It just right now, I don't know if they stop listening to the coach or they just, from what I know, Giannis has come out and said they need more help. To me, they just need a point guard. Dame Lillard, he really isn't a point guard. He's not going to set your offense up. He's not going to set any players up, put them in the right position to help them or whatever. So if Dame, if he's not producing far as scoring, he really doesn't provide anything on the defensive end. So you really need Dame. You really need a point guard that's going to really set that offense up and help the Milwaukee Bucks team instead of just having Dame running your point. You're going to have to move him to shooting guard. You're going to have to try something different because right now what they're doing isn't working at all. I can tell you that. Giannis, I think he will benefit because when Drew Holiday was there, he provided on both ends. He was a point guard that helped set the offense up, helped get the ball to the players. Even though Drew Holiday is not that traditional point guard, but he's a better fit, a better point guard than Dame Lillard is, right? So what Drew Holiday provided on the team, he was able to get the ball to the players in a position. He played sound defense, so Drew Holiday, you can put him on the best player on each team any given night. He really helped Giannis in that Bucks team out, and they lost a lot of, of their core pieces when they picked up Dame. So that really takes a lot. See, what most teams fail at, trying to get a superstar player, you lose a lot of your role players that were a big part of your team that made y'all the contender that which I was. So we see it now. They starting out they 1-5. You can correct the 1-5. Philly 1-4. You can correct that, but at the same time, you have to make the changes so your team can be able to run off some wins. Because the thing about it in basketball, yes, you got a long season, but you don't want to start behind the 8 ball. You don't want to start off 2-10. You don't want to start off 1-10 because now you're going to be battling basically through the rest of the season, trying to get back to 500, trying to get over 500, trying to become a contender. Now you have to run off some wins to get you back into as a contender. Because right now, as we're seeing, a lot of these young teams added core pieces, added good role players, and these young teams like Orlando, Cleveland, they're going to continuously win. So by you starting off 1-4, 1-5, you behind the 8 ball. Now you're going to have to. Now you're at the bottom, and right now things are still close, still tight. So Philly, Milwaukee can run off 3 to 4 wins and they'd be right back up top again. So they just got to get going. So this is going to be very interesting to see what happens to Embiid, because Embiid, he's out with injury. But if he can't come back due to suspension, this is really going to help. This is really going to hurt 76ers, because I don't know when Paul George is going to come back. Now Maxey, like I said, if they solely have to depend on Maxey to hold it down, it's not going to work. Not saying Maxey is not a good player, because Maxey he's going to be one of the top talents out of the young core to years to come and what have you. Because dude, he can play basketball. He can drop 30 on you anytime. He comes out and he plays with passion, plays with heart. So, but that's still not going to win you games. The 76ers definitely got to get Paul George back. They definitely got to get Embiid back. But once they do, man, I feel like they'll be able to make they run like they supposed to. Far as Milwaukee just had to make a little changes. Doc Rivers got to look at his staff. He has to look at his team and see what changes need to be made in order for them to be able to compete. Because right now they losing games that they should be winning. But other than that, guys, man, that's the sports drop for today. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that notification bell. And I'll see y'all in the next sports drop.